tool fans, this year is loaded with fresh gear from Milwaukee, Dewalt, Kreg, Makita, and more. From heavy-duty job site essentials to clever workshop upgrades, we've rounded up 15 of the newest tools that boost performance, convenience, and fun. Let's dive in. This lineup is stacked. Setting up a bulky jig used to slow down pocket hole joinery, but the Kreg Rebel 20V changes that with the first handheld cordless pocket hole drill. Powered by a brushless Ionic drive motor, it delivers smooth, consistent torque so every hole lands cleanly. One-motion drilling speeds up the process, while built-in dust collection keeps your workspace clear. Micro-adjust settings handle boards from 1/2 inch to 1.5 inch, and the Grip Max anti-slip handle keeps drilling steady even under pressure. A rugged metal frame stands up to job site abuse, and the included narrow rail guide makes edge joinery simple. Best of all, you don't need clamps, saving time on repetitive tasks. While heavy load-bearing joints still call for traditional methods, for most woodworking projects, this cordless joiner is a true game-changer, combining portability, precision, and speed in one tool.
Cabinet makers and trim carpenters often need workshop-level precision in places where a full shop setup isn't possible, and that's exactly where the Kreg Ionic Drive Plunge-Cut track saw shines. Its 6-speed brushless motor adapts to different materials, while the blade left design gives right-handed users better visibility and control. The 62-inch God track, the longest standard track available, handles big crosscuts in a single pass, and the thin kerf 40-tooth carbide blade delivers splinter-free cuts that minimize sanding. Safety is built in with an electronic blade brake, anti-kickback control, and a fully shrouded retracting blade. The bevel adjusts from -1 degree to 47 degrees, making angled cuts simple. Optimized for sheet goods rather than ripping, it's a specialized tool, but for professionals working in tight spaces or on job sites, it dramatically improves workflow accuracy.
Woodworkers and DIYers often need a compact solution that covers both drilling and fastening, and Kreg's 20V Ionic Drive Combo Kit delivers exactly that. The 1/2-inch drill measures just 5.9 inches long, yet produces 650 inch-pounds of torque, with a 2-speed gearbox offering 500 RPM for controlled fastening or 2,000 RPM for quick drilling. 20+1 clutch settings help prevent strip screws and surface damage, while the metal ratcheting chuck ensures secure bit retention. The 1/4-inch impact driver is even smaller at 4.4 inches, but packs 2,200 inch-pounds of torque. Assist mode and reverse assist mode reduce screw damage during installation or removal, adding precision to power. Both tools feature LED lights, durable metal chucks, and ergonomic grips for comfort in tight spaces. Ideal for woodworking and general fastening, though heavy concrete or steel jobs call for specialized tools. The Dewalt 60-volt max side-handle detect grinder is a cordless grinder that packs a serious punch, rivaling 13-amp corded models. What makes it smart is the side-handle detect system. It only works when you're gripping it properly, reducing accidental starts. The brushless motor spins up to 9,000 RPM, and the 2,400 max watt output makes short work of metal and concrete. The anti-rotation system senses dangerous kickback and stops the tool before it can hurt you. Professionals love how consistent it is compared to corded grinders, and the 6-inch wheel tackles everything from detail work to aggressive material removal. Sure, it eats batteries on heavy jobs, but the mobility, safety, and power make it a top choice for demanding sites. Carrying a full-size miter saw from site to site can be a hassle, but Dewalt's 20-volt Max XR 10-inch double bevel fixed miter saw solves that problem with serious cutting power in a portable frame. At just 34 pounds with a built-in carry handle, it's easy to move between jobs, yet it delivers over 430 cuts in 3 3/4-inch MDF base molding on a single charge. The bevel gear system minimizes power loss, extending runtime, while the cut line blade positioning system ensures accurate cuts without constant adjustments. A dust collection system captures most particles, keeping visibility clear and workspaces cleaner. Professionals appreciate the balance of mobility and precision, though the 10-inch blade does limit larger crosscuts. For trim carpentry, interior finishing, and job site versatility, this saw delivers everything needed in a compact cordless package. Every toolbox needs a reliable drill, and Dewalt's 20-volt Max XR brushless drill driver quickly earns that spot. Delivering about 25% more power than comparable Milwaukee models, it makes drilling and driving fast and effortless. Dual-speed control gives you 650 RPM for torque-heavy jobs and 2,000 RPM for speed drilling. 20+1 clutch settings help prevent strip screws and surface damage, while the metal ratcheting chuck ensures secure bit retention. Safety is built in with an anti-rotation system that stops the tool if a bit binds. 15 clutch settings prevent overdriving fasteners, and a 70-lumen LED light brightens dark corners so you can keep working with precision. On a single charge, you can drill up to 175 holes, making it ideal for mid-size projects. Sold as a bare tool, it's a dependable workhorse once paired with DeWalt's 20-volt battery system. If you're on a construction site and dealing with rebar, the Makita cordless rebar tying tool can totally change how you work. Powered by dual brushless motors and a 40-volt XGT battery, it ties rebar faster than doing it by hand and keeps every tie consistent. The one-step reel loading makes setup quick, and the wire pullback system ensures tight, secure ties. It works on rebar sizes from D10 to D22 with adjustable tying strength across 6 levels, so you get exactly the tension you need without damaging anything. The optional extension handle helps you stand while working, which really cuts down on fatigue, and notification lamps keep you aware of battery and reel status. It's made for rebar work, not general use, but on big projects, it saves serious time and effort. When you're staring down a massive tree but don't want the roar or fumes of gas, Milwaukee's M18 Fuel dual battery chainsaw steps in as a quiet powerhouse. This 50-centimeter saw runs on 2 M18 red lithium forged batteries, delivering torque that rivals petrol models while keeping neighborhoods and job sites peaceful. The dual battery setup extends runtime, letting you cut longer without refueling. And it's built to handle serious work, like taking down an 80-meter pine weighing over 8 tons. Users praise its smooth, precise cuts and the confidence of full power without the headaches of fuel mixing or exhaust. Rugged yet cordless, it's designed for professionals who cut daily and need reliability in heavy-duty jobs. Yes, it's an investment, but for pros tackling big trees, the runtime and performance make it a tool that pays for itself. Tight corners in an engine bay or behind a cabinet don't leave much room for bulky tools, and that's where Milwaukee's M18 Fuel 3/8 subcompact impact wrench proves its worth. At 125.5 millimeters long, it slips into spaces larger wrenches can't reach, yet still delivers 339 Newton-meters of torque. The brushless power state motor ensures durability and efficiency, while 4-mode drive control lets you fine-tune output for delicate fastening or stubborn bolts. Mechanics appreciate being able to dial down power to protect fasteners, then ramp it up for maximum muscle when needed. Contractors value the air tool performance without the compressor, keeping setup simple and portable. Compact by design, it's not a general-purpose wrench, but in those tight spots, it's a lifesaver, combining precision, torque, and portability in one rugged package. Dust flying overhead during drilling used to be unavoidable, but Milwaukee's M18 Fuel SDS-Plus hammer changes that with an integrated dust extraction system. It captures nearly all particles as you drill, keeping lungs protected and workspaces cleaner. Auto Pulse technology automatically cleans the filter, while Auto Stop shuts the tool down if it binds, adding safety on tough jobs. Electricians installing cable trays appreciate not needing a separate vacuum, and the flexible dust shroud makes tight spaces easier to reach. An anti-vibration system reduces fatigue during long overhead sessions, and users confirm the drilling power isn't compromised by the dust system. At 16mm capacity, it's built for serious overhead work. Slightly heavier with the extractor attached, but the payoff is clean, fast drilling that saves time and protects health, making it a must-have for professionals tackling overhead installations. Clearing out thick brush and dense undergrowth can turn into a battle with lightweight trimmers, but Milwaukee's M18 Fuel brush cutter is built to win. Powered by the M18 Fuel system and a brushless motor, it delivers gas-equivalent performance without spark plugs, filters, or messy fuel mixing. The long-lasting battery keeps you cutting through tough terrain, and the cutter powers through material that would jam cheaper models. Despite its strength, it's lighter than comparable gas units and quiet enough for early mornings or late evenings without disturbing neighbors. Professionals and homeowners alike appreciate the balance of torque, runtime, and reduced vibration. While it's a specialized tool, best suited for those who regularly face heavy brush, it transforms big yard work into a cleaner, quieter, and far less exhausting job, making it a serious upgrade over standard trimmers.
If you've ever wished for gas-level power without the noise and hassle, the Ryobi 40V HP Brushless 800 CFM blower is your answer. It blows more than a 31cc gas blower, but runs 82% quieter thanks to Ryobi's Whisper Series engineering, so early mornings won't bother the neighbors. With 800 CFM of airflow and 180 miles per hour airspeed, it handles heavy leaves, wet grass, and stubborn debris like a pro. The 40-volt HP system pairs a brushless motor with smart electronics and high-performance batteries for over 85 minutes of runtime on low or high modes. You can adjust speed with the trigger and even lock it with cruise control for bigger jobs. The only thing to watch is battery life if you're working all day, but for most homes, it's a cordless blower that genuinely replaces gas. Clearing clogged drains has never been easier than with the Ryobi 18V 1 Plus 25-foot drain auger. It reaches up to 2-inch pipes and handles everything from sinks to showers with auto cable feed and retract, so you don't get tangled up while working in tight spots. The 1/4-inch cable is perfect for most residential pipes, and the enclosed drum keeps things clean, which makes a huge difference when you're working inside. There's even an LED light built in to help you see what you're doing in dark cabinets. The ergonomic handle feels comfortable, and the power stays consistent along the cable. It also fits the Ryobi link wall system for easy storage. It's not made for big commercial drains, but for homeowners or light contractors, it's a tool that can save you a lot of money and hassle. Next, we've got the Fortress 9-gallon 135 psi wheelbarrow air compressor, which is built for serious job site use. Its Predator 212cc engine powers a dual-cylinder cast iron pump, giving long-lasting performance across multiple projects. With up to 10 CFM at 90 psi, you can run 3 nailers at once without losing pressure. The flat-free 10-inch wheelbarrow tire makes it easy to move across rough terrain. Safety and durability are built in, with inset gauges and valves, a raised belt guard, low oil shutoff, and a visible oil sight glass. The cast iron pump is tested for tough conditions, and the hour meter helps track maintenance so you avoid downtime. Professionals love that it starts reliably even at higher altitudes. It's heavy, so it's not super portable, but if you have space, this compressor delivers dependable contractor-grade performance you can count on every day. When you need serious pulling power, the Badland Apex 12,000 pounds winch is built for extreme conditions. The 80-foot synthetic rope is safe to touch, no pinch hazards like steel cables, and the wireless remote lets you operate from a safe distance. The oversized forged alloy steel hook handles multiple pulls without deforming, and this winch thrives in rocky, muddy, or overlanding terrain where weaker winches fail. Overland enthusiasts love its reliability and the flexibility of positioning the recovery point exactly where needed. With a 12,000-pound rating, it's strong enough for most recovery tasks, while still being portable for expeditions. The only caveat is that it's heavy and requires proper mounting, so casual users might find it overkill. But if you're serious about recovery work or off-road adventures, this winch delivers dependable performance season after season. That's our roundup of 15 new tools from Milwaukee, Dewalt, Kreg, Makita, and more. Drop a comment on what you're using or skipping, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest gear updates.